Hello and welcome to my channel, Fika&Fiction. Fika is a Swedish word. It means having tea, coffee, some kind of snack, cookies, and fiction. Yeah, well, fiction, you know. It's a new year, it's 2025, and I want to talk about, I thought it might be great as well to start off this channel for real with just talking about the new year, what my mood is going into the new year, what my goals are, some of the things that I'm thinking about for the start of the new year. So first off, I use Goodreads to track my reading. I've done that for a couple of years and I set my goal there every year. I usually set a pretty achievable, sometimes very low goal. At least for me, that helps me. It puts the pressure off. And this year I wasn't really in the mood for anything starting the new year. Sometimes I go in with the new energy of the new year starting. And this year it was just, I don't know, a little bit more unsure. So I set a really low goal for 10 books. I'll probably read a lot more than that, but sometimes it's just nice to, as I said, take the pressure off and just think more about what I'm in the mood for reading. So I sort of have a no spend thing going on. I'm starting with no spend January. I have a spend tracker on my fridge, making sure that I stick to my goals, and one of my goals is no book buying. I want to borrow more from the library. I want to start reading some of the books that I have at home already. So that is one of the things I'm doing at the moment. And it will probably continue into February. Apart from that, the things I've been thinking about for this year is I have this Stephen King thing that I want to continue. I'm reading the books in chronological order of publication. I've finished the 70s, the books he published in the 70s, and I'm on to the 80s now. So I'm just going to continue that. And it's for a couple of years now I've wanted to read Hunger Games, and I know probably should have read them by now. They're right up there with the type of books that I like, so I don't know why I haven't read them already, but yeah, so maybe that will happen. I'm always trying to get some classics in, and I also saw the Wicked movie in November last year, and I loved Wicked. I'm in musical theater. I loved it since it came out, but I've never read the book, so I'm also really in the mood for that. But that will have to wait till I'm out of my no spend month. So let's talk about the books that I have at home that I'm thinking about reading at the moment. So I have a little stack and we're gonna go through it. I'm just gonna pick one by one. Start at the top with a classic. It's Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I've had this book at home for a while, and I don't know, 2 years ago or something, I started reading Moby Dick. I thought it was going to be more of like an adventure than it was. It felt more like a dictionary sometimes than like an actual fiction book. I don't know, I think Treasure Island will probably be like an adventure as well, so maybe I've been a little scared to read it. Because I really didn't enjoy Moby Dick. Maybe someone will hate me for this, but I really didn't. And it took me a while to finish it, and I'm just hoping that Treasure Island will be a different experience. And we have the Stephen King. I'm actually working on this right now. This is a collection of 3 books that he wrote as Richard Bachman, and now I'm reading Roadwork. And Roadwork is about a guy who his life is hugely affected by the construction of a new road that's going through the town that he lives in, and how he copes and not copes with that. This I read last year, Jeff Vandermeer, Annihilation. I really love this. It's a dystopian tale. It really messes with your head. It's about a biologist who goes on an expedition with a couple of other women to Area X. Things start to happen pretty quickly. Yeah, you're just always questioning what is true, what is going on, who can you trust? And it was really, really good, and it's part of a trilogy. Is that right? Is that the right word? Trilogy. It's part of a trilogy, and I just want to continue on to the second book. I have the first one here because I thought I would borrow the second one from a library, because this one I actually borrowed from a friend a long time ago, and it just made a home in my bookshelf. I want to borrow the second one and see if I like it as much as I did the first one. On to the next is Fourth Wing, and it's by Rebecca Yarros. A lot of you has probably read this book or heard of this book. I just want to see what it's all about, and it's like a dragon college, so how can I not? I think I'm gonna like this book. So I'm excited for this. And yeah, that brings it to the last book. This one I've borrowed from the library. It's a Swedish book by Åsa Hellberg, and it's called Sonjas sista vilja. This was actually me and a friend. She lives in another town, and we talked about how fun it would be to have a digital book club. And so she had heard of this book. It seems pretty, I don't know, like lightweight and a little weird. And so yeah, I have like no idea what this is gonna be, and sometimes that can be great experiences. So I'm just excited to read it, see what I think, and then chat to her about it. So yeah, to round up, I'm excited for a new year with books. I have some stuff that I want to get to. I have some stuff here at home that I should get to, and trying to make that exciting. You know, it can be so exciting buying new books, find new stuff that you want to read, but trying to get excited about the things that you already have, that you were excited about when you got. I'm gonna try that a little bit more, and going to the library, and we're gonna try out this digital book club, and I hope that that can spark some new reads as well, and also get me going to the library a little bit more. Yeah, then we'll see when we hit those 10 books, and sometimes I move up my goal and sometimes I just surpass it. So we'll see what's gonna happen this year. I would love to hear more about what you are excited to read this year. So comment, and if I don't know what it is, I'll get the excitement of checking it out. Thank you for sitting down with me, having a little fika and a book chat, and hope you get a great start to the new year.